Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I'm back. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. That won't mean much to you, but for those of you who have been watching for a while, hopefully you saw my update on March 2nd that I was taking a little time off because A, I moved. I had a big major move. And B, the day before I moved, I contracted shingles. I caught it in time to be able to take the antiviral medications, but they only sort of reduce the duration by about a week or so. I still had a good 2-week course, 10 days to 2 weeks of that nastiness. So I'm through the worst. I did move. If things look the same but kind of reversed, it's because I stayed in the same community, moved to a different townhome, same exact blueprint, but the mirror image. I know. So it's taking me a little bit to get used to life in reverse. My brain, it's forming new neural pathways. And so here we are. I'm going to pull because we're in happy spring and the new astrological year is upon us. And so I love to use Starry Beginnings. It's my favorite deck to use this time of year. So I'm wishing you all those blessings and let's get that underway. Whoops, this is the card that wants to be here. Card 36. You have a sensitive antenna. But of course you do, Taurus. Sensitive people collect the emotions of others. So that's the empaths among you and probably why you're here to begin with. All right, you have a sensitive antenna. And I'm going to read it right out of the guidebook for you because this is a different kind of guidebook that gives you a little bit of sort of an idea of why it's called Starry Beginnings, like what's new for you. It says emotions flow through us. When we try to hold on to them, block their movement, or label them with reasons for their existence, we are blocking them from leaving us. Emotions need to move, pass without judgment, criticism, or labeling. It is how we process feelings. By letting them go, to do their work, we clean and clear our way. Balance the emotional body and no physical symptoms need arise from their creation. I love that. Emotions can come from the individual or the group, the community, the state, the country, the world. We collect them. Sensitive people collect the emotions of others to help clear and process these energies. Now there's an additional message. It says, you have a sensitive antenna that picks up the emotions of your surroundings. You need to clear them daily. Tears are good, healing, water cleansing, a bath, a beach walk, being near the ocean helps to clear and cleanse the emotions you collect. You are drawn to the water, and that would be any kind, right? If you got a pool and that's all you got, stick your feet in the pool. It is your healer along with the trees. Great for those of you who live in more wooded areas. What you cannot see but feel if you tap into it is the undercurrent of change. A positive flow of healing energy under the surface that is building and growing, awaiting the time to appear in this world. Wow, how prophetic is this card? You will be a part of this. Take care of yourself, particularly your emotional self. Blessed be, blessed be, blessed be. Wow, that one just got me, Taurus. Or whoever you are watching, cross watchers, feel free if that spoke to you to claim the energies of that card. Most people that do watch tarot have a more empathic approach to life, are more open. Anyway, it's just a thing that I've noticed. And of course, that's a generalization. There's a lot going on in the world at large. And so it makes those of us that are a little more empathic that much more sensitive to picking up what's going on in the currents below our feet. So we got to allow it to pass through us, right? So that we can read the energy. We're not meant to hold on to it. We're use it as signals, as a navigation tool, allow it to pass through you, and then cleanse it from your system. Do that daily. Very good advice, very good message. And I will also say, Taurus, you are ruled by Venus. Obviously, the planet of love and money. But she literally just met up with the sun. We had Venus Cazimi. Some of you have heard me say Cazimi before, which means in Sanskrit, in the heart of. So Venus conjunct the sun last night here in the Eastern time zone would have been like around 9 p.m. So probably in the wee morning hours across the pond, and later on Sunday for those in other parts of the world. But in the heart of the sun, Venus was kind of in the heart of the sun. Now, she's retrograde. So when Venus is retrograde, she's in the below and she's pulling us backwards, and we're kind of being drudged through some stuff to review, to reevaluate, to reassess, to reflect on. And things can get dicey. People can come back from the past during Venus retrograde. Mercury is retrograde as well. So we got the two of them kind of, tag teaming retrograde energies. And it can be a time where we feel like our eyes are not above the waterline. So when Venus is in the heart of the sun, or Mercury is in the heart of the sun, the conjunctions, what we have is the sun going, hey, let me flip on the lights for you so you can see what's happening. All right. And I feel like there's a message similarly here, like, don't sit in the dark with all the heaviness of the world upon your shoulders and in your heart. Let some of that go. Okay? My Venus babies. All right, here we go. I'm doing the twin flame spread because it's a new astrological, new zodiacal year, as it were, and I kind of like to tap in New Year style on where you and your beloved stand. And then in the extended, we'll focus on the divine masculine portion of the program and sort of how they are sizing up their connection with you. So you can take that information and have it in your hip pocket. Whoop. Well, I love that we have the Empress as the opener, the shared energy. Sort of Empress rising. This is Venus. So, and Venus retrograde means that there may be receptivity on both of your sides right now. What are you working on? Patience, allowing things to unfold organically right now. That's a good sign for you, Taurus. This is also a lovely card for Taurus. Taurus is the gardener of the zodiac, so I love that. Your person showing up at the Three of Pentacles will focus on cooperation. Where are we aligned? Where are we on the same page? So that's interesting. Your karmic challenge. Right? Maybe there are some bumps here between this partnership, and you may have some challenges around that. I'll know more with the clarifiers. Their karmic challenge is the Knight of Wands, impulse control, or the get up and go to take the action that needs to be taken. And then the Knight of Wands, I love the Knight of Wands. It's exuberance. It's passion personified. It's the I must have you and I must have you now and nothing's going to stop me. Right? It's Sagittarian energy. It's, patience be damned. I'm coming for you. Nothing's going to stop me kind of energy. But it can also be that sort of... I'm seizing the moment, but I don't really have a plan. Yeah. So that tends to lead to that in and out behavior, right? And it's not because this is someone who won't eventually have a plan, but because they act in the moment, and it's all very, it's kind of like the heart wants what the heart wants right now, but then they get into trouble because then they kind of keep going right out the back door, and then they come back and cycle through again, and it gets messy. And that might be why you're having a karmic challenge here with seeing this connection as a soulmate, as a twin flame, as a partnership. And you're trying to be patient here. Yeah. So let's see what the opportunity is. Right. Slow things down. Create a plan. It's writing itself. And the divine guidance is that, wishes do come true. Dreams can be granted. Miracles aplenty. The star. It's almost about saying, trust that the universe has your back and will grant the wish. You got to have some faith. And don't give up hope, right? Don't lose hope. So I like that the star is the divine guidance here. Let's jump in with some clarifiers. The Empress, Wheel of Fortune, Four of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles again. So, there's a little kind of cat and mouse game that I'm feeling in your shared energy. There's a little guard. It's kind of like, well, if we're meant to be, it'll sort of happen in divine time. So I'm just going to kind of hold my cards, close to the chest. I'm not going to show my full hand. I feel like you're both open and receptive to a point. Like I'm divine feminine energy, yes, but we all have feminine aspects to us. We all, there's divine feminine and masculine within each of us as individuals. But we play a dominant role in partnership with another. So let me just say that clearly. Because this card is representing your shared energy at this moment, which means that there's an aspect of the divine feminine within each of you that is receptive to this connection. And that, right, like it's kind of something that's playing out. There's a bigger plan. And yet, if you put all your chips in on, well, I'm going to leave it up to all of that, that presupposes that there isn't anything that each of you needs to do in the context of what's happening right now. And, right, it's a little bypassing of some things that need to kind of be dealt with in real time. And that's why I'm a little concerned about the Four of Pentacles, because Four of Pentacles is kind of like, yeah, I'm not going to show my full hand. I'm going to hold things back on reserve. But if you're each holding something back on reserve, then the universe doesn't have everything to work with, does it? Then when we're looking at the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter, which wants to give you all good things, but it's also a card that reminds us that all good things in divine time and order, sure. Well, if you're not both bringing everything to, if you're not pushing all your chips in, you see what I'm saying? And you're not going to get everything back. So I like that the card from the bottom of the deck is, this is on you in real time. It's Pentacles. It's earthbound. It's, yes, there's something here that's possibly unfolding in the bigger picture, in the grander scheme of things. And it's good that you're open and receptive to divine time and things working out, but you can't get there from a position of guardedness, from holding out on each other. Then you're not really open and receptive. Okay? So create your plan. Begin with the end in mind. What do you want it to look like when you reach your destination? And so that's sort of the framing for this reading. And I love that the opportunity is the planning card. Let's go ahead and jump in because you are showing up with something that is more earthbound when it comes to timing. This is a card of patience, sure, but it's also about like natural order, right? Natural timing. Instead of divine time, it's natural time. It's things unfold organically. And that's very rational. It's almost as if you're aware of that. Right. Excellent. Knight of Cups, King of Wands, and the Empress. Yeah, so you're kind of coming in here, Taurus, or whoever you are, because you might be the actual cross watcher for your Taurus. Remember, the Empress is Venus, so Taurus and Libra embodied in that card. You've got your Knight of Cups staring at your King of Wands here. That's love and passion, doing the face-off. And you're kind of like, yeah, I'm going to see how this all unfolds. I'm open and receptive to see how it unfolds. You want that love. You want this person to choose you, to desire you, to stake their claim. The King of Wands generally doesn't hesitate, knows what they want. The Knight of Cups puts it all on the line. They offer from the heart. You're what I want. Let me show you with my words, with my feelings. Share my feelings. Nothing to hide. Okay? So I love where you stand right now because it feels that it's mature, it feels realistic. It doesn't seem to be as guarded. So let's see your person here, Three of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, Judgment, the Fool. Okay. So it seems to me that this person is having a shift in their approach. Maybe there's something that they reneged on, or it looks to me like they're now on the same page. They may not have been. Okay, so this, like, give me a second chance. I'm ready now. I'm ready. I'm ready to take that leap now. New beginning, or an up-leveling, or making an offer of some kind. Whatever that is for you. You guys got to remember it's general reading, not a private reading. So it's going to be a little different for each of you. But they're kind of coming in like, yeah, now I'm not going to be a spoiler here. I'm invested. I'm on the same page. I'm going to be more cooperative. So that seems good. And you're kind of like, yeah, all right, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes over time. I like that. But maybe this Four of Pentacles is definitely each of you kind of hedging your bets a little bit. Which is a very human thing to do, but I remind you that it would be worth paying attention to that tendency, not burying it, because it could get in the way down the road. So your karmic challenge, Two of Cups, Seven of Swords, Page of Cups, King of Cups. So either this person hasn't really been very honorable, or maybe they've been, some of you have obviously dealt with someone who maybe stepped out on you, or playing games, or weren't very honest or on the level about something. For others of you, just dealing with somebody who's been avoidant, about the connection, how they feel, or taking it to the next level, or progressing the relationship in some way, shape, or form. And, maybe you're struggling, maybe the apology hasn't come forward, or it has come forward, but you're not sure about this person's emotional maturity or availability. So you're struggling, right? This is your karmic challenge. Can you trust this person's intentions? Do you trust? If you did receive an apology, do you believe it? Does it resonate with you? Does it sit well in your heart? Do you feel this person really, truly has deep feelings for you? Are they ready for the kind of love that you desire and deserve? Are they ready for life partnership? Are they ready for a true and abiding love that they can be committed to? I'm not seeing the Hierophant, but I don't really need to see it, because I can tell that when you've got a Seven of Swords landing on a Two of Cups in the karmic challenge position, that sort of writes itself. You're looking for partnership between two people. Seven of Swords landing on that, when he's looking back over his shoulders and taking what he can grab and running in the other direction, yeah. So, not that something has happened. For some of you, I'm sure it has, but for those of you that it hasn't, there may be a little bit of a, yeah, I don't know. Right? And we get guarded because we're not sure. Is this person emotionally available? Are they, avoidant because they don't love me? Are they avoidant because they got their eye over here while they're talking to me here? Right? Somewhere, some way, somehow, you're unsettled about the connection. So that's your karmic challenge. And if there has been a dalliance, says the 63-year-old woman, if there's been a dalliance, is it forgivable? Page of Cups. Your person's karmic challenge, Knight of Wands, Five of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. The plot thickens. Queen of Pentacles. All right. So, for those of you, it's kind of looking like this is somebody who can't control their desires. The Five of Swords. I sabotage myself. I get impulsive and I do shit. Stupid stuff. And then I gotta fix it. So, Queen of Pentacles from the bottom of the deck, and for those who are new, the cards from the bottom are what you can't see. So they're in your unconscious awareness or your person's unconscious awareness or playing out behind the scenes. And for this person, within them, they know you're the real deal. They know you're the kind that you forge a partnership with that goes the distance. They know you're marriage material. You're someone that is for keeps and is probably playing for keeps. And yet here they go and they sabotage it with their impulses, right? With their in and out behavior or their, runner chaser crap, whatever. They sabotage it. And then they got to fix it. Eight of Pentacles. Focus on the problem, fix it, find a solution and fix it. And that is their karmic challenge. And that's why we have the Justice card, seeking forgiveness and second chances and saying, yes, I am on the same page now and I want something more with you and I'm ready to take that leap. But the problem is that Knight of Wands is part of who they are. And it's something you do have to focus on, Eight of Pentacles. You do have to make a conscious effort to change that pattern of behavior. You can change it, of course, but it's a concerted effort. It's a daily thing. You want to quit smoking, it's a daily thing. You've been smoking for 30 years. It's a daily thing. If you've been impulsive for 30 years, or 20 years or 10 years, it's a daily effort. So, I get it. I see what's happening. And this is the opportunity. Knight of Pentacles. One day at a time. This is the knight that moves the slowest and sometimes not at all, because it's taking things seriously. It's assessing the path forward. And it's very deliberate and methodical. It's very intentional. And it ain't going to make an offer without a plan. Okay? So I sort of think it's perfect. Let's see what the cards say. Tower. 5. Right. Okay? Because it's not enough to say, okay, now I'm on the same page. Now I'll cooperate. Because we're dealing with the fallout. We got regrets. Mistakes been made here. Tower moment. Things are now proven to be unstable. Little cracks in the foundation. You're 2 of Cups with the 7 of Swords. And no wonder we've got that 4 of Pentacles. So the proof will be in the pudding, is what the opportunity card is saying. The proof will be borne out by a long path, not a short trip. Okay? So your Knight of Wands here has to kind of morph into a Knight of Pentacles. And that will be the proof in the pudding. That will help resolve your lingering reservations, is by seeing this person be very methodical, be very deliberate, be very intentional with you, toward you, in their life, in their connection to you and with you. So the opportunity is there for this person. I think the message is, are you ready to get serious? Any offer you're going to make this Empress better be legit. And it doesn't happen overnight. Don't come in tomorrow with a ring, because you're not going to believe it. That's not the way this is going to play out. This is something that needs to be proven over time, again and again and again, to rebuild trust if trust was broken, to establish new patterns of behavior that over time take root, right, in the DNA of the person, but also in your heart and in your mind, to quell your fears and calm your nerves and your doubts. Divine guidance. Star with the 6, with the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Swords and Temperance. Yeah, I feel like the divine guidance is we can heal the 10 of Swords. Well, let me start with the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands is a reconciliation. The 6 of Wands is we find our way back to each other. We make peace. Okay? We can come back from this. That's what the divine guidance is the path that's leading to that dream, to that miracle, to that gift, to that ultimate healing. And with Temperance from the bottom of the deck, it's sort of suggesting that it's a bit of a dance. It's a bit of a dance. It is, Temperance is kind of like a go with the flow card. It's patience, but it's a different kind of patience. It's not your 7 of Pentacles. It's otherworldly. It's a higher octave of Sagittarian energy. It's spiritual. It's 9th house level stuff, which is the house of spiritual wisdom and spiritual seeking and all that. Spiritual understanding, etc. So, I mean, that's one aspect of the 9th house. There are lots of other aspects to it. But when I see Temperance, I feel like alchemy, right? This is something that's going to be changed into something completely different over time, right? So exercise some self-control and restraint in your judgment. And this person needs to exercise some self-control and restraint of their impulses, right? And the universe is kind of guiding you to this reconciliation, to this finding that meeting point where you both kind of feel like, yeah, we can heal this, we can come back from this, we can resolve this. Will there be scars? I don't see how there can't be, but, you know, there's a Japanese art where the cracked vases are mended with gold, and they're the most beautiful prized pieces of art in all of Japan. So, I mean, I might be exaggerating a little bit there, but you know what I'm saying. I forget what it's called. There's a special name for it, but, you know, and Rumi says the wound is where the light enters us. So it's there's something here that I feel is a different level, a different octave of healing that's available to this partnership if you work together and find your way back to some middle ground where you can meet and say, yeah, that feels right to me. I can now move forward. We can move forward together. So that's what I see for you here, Taurus, in this very intense and powerful reading that has gone way longer than I thought. But yeah, it's an intense time. We're in eclipse season 2. I forgot to mention that. So a lot of stuff is happening. You have a sensitive antenna. I just can't give you like fluff when all this intensity is happening. As I said in the extended, we're going to focus on, for lack of a better phrase, our Knight of Wands here, and get their take on everything as it stands now. Like what are they processing around this relationship and around you specifically and their intentions, etc. So the links for that are below. Hear me when I say option 1 is a monthly renewal. It auto renews every month because it's not just this extended. You get other things for that. So please read about it before you click buy. Option number 2 is just this extended. And option 3, as always, is the all access pass. It's like my version of Netflix, where you get everything that's ever been uploaded as an extended. You get this and anything else that I ever upload. So it's fun to have access to all that stuff because, you know, we're all on different timelines. There could be a reading from 6 months ago that is very relevant to someone here right now. And it's fun to go back into the into the little time capsule. At least it is for me, and I do that with other channels myself. So just thought I'd let you know that. And yeah, if you are new and you haven't yet done so while I've been reading and you enjoyed it, or if you missed me and you hadn't before I went away, please do subscribe to the channel. Excuse me. That's my biggest request. Really helps me grow the channel, and because I was gone for close to 3 weeks, I kind of have to rebuild. I lost close to, I think, 150 or 160 subscribers in 3 weeks. So yeah, I'm in rebuilding phase. So thanks for that in advance. Hold on, let me get a sip and then I'll give you the astrology. Okay, so here's what showed up. Empress came out twice. That's Venus, Taurus, and Libra. Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter, Sagittarian energy. Knight of Pentacles came out twice. That's Virgo. Knight of Cups is Pisces. King of Wands is Leo's energy. Judgment is Pluto, which rules Scorpio. The Fool is Uranus, which rules Aquarius. Our little Page of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. King of Cups, more Scorpio. Knight of Wands, Sagittarian energy. Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn. Tower is Mars, which rules Aries. The Star is Aquarius. And more Sagittarian energy with Temperance. So that's what I have for you, loves. I'm headed to the extended, so I'll see you there in a second. Bye for now.